How is everyone doing this evening? Oh, same. After the He-Man cover, that's literally the only thing I see in my head when I hear this song. It is like it is ingrained into my brain. Every time I hear it start, that's the only thing I see, and my brain just shows me He-Man screaming. We are going to start the stream off with some finishing up my best of one queue that I started earlier today that I didn't finish, and then we'll move over to best of three and do some more testing. Hey, Sky, how's it going? How are you doing on this evening? How are you doing, Valor? Hope everyone's having a good night. I will say, so I played through... You were playing some Pixie today? That's not mono red. Why would you do that to yourself? How was the Pixie? How did it feel? Oh, yes. Taller than that. Weird. It's a good deck. We're going to finish up our... I have a best of one queue with this. We're going to finish that up, and then we'll be on to playing some Dimir. But turns out the best of one format is fairly heinous. I'm not impressed with best of one standard. It's pretty darn ugly. Right now, we don't have any recourse to opponent just going for it, so we're just hoping that they respect that we have counterspells in our deck. Well, they also don't have a thing in the graveyard yet. Now they have a thing in the graveyard. I was supposed to Moment of Truth on their end step, and I wasn't paying attention. We're just going to sit here and hit our land drops for all of eternity is the plan. So they have 6 mana, so they can go... They'll untap land, they go land. They can try to go for it this turn. We don't have enough mana to actually combat it. I think we're supposed to stock up this turn. We'll have one Confounding Riddle anyway. Hey, Corey, how's it going? Yeah, same. I also just watched it win. Well, best of one is just a bunch of people playing this deck, mono red, or I mean that's it. I've played, so this is my second queue through on this best of one queue to just try to get my win, so I don't have to worry about qualifying through the best of three next weekend. But this is my last try. I'm gonna try. If I don't make it here, then we'll just queue through best of three next weekend. But man, it's not fun. I'm not a fan of the best of one format. It does not feel good. Yeah, it feels real bad. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Turns out this deck's real good. Real good in best of one. Also really good in best of three, since it did just win the energy. Deck is cracked. We'll just sit here and just make our land drops. It's really, really good against mono red, yeah. Yeah, I don't like the Sunderwind condition. I think the deck is fine in best of 3. I personally would never register it for best of 3 tournament. I don't think it's, like, particularly strong. Well, I mean, it's strong. It's just not exactly what I want to be doing. 3. So I've got 3, 6, 7, 8 mana. They need 10 to be able to double Confounding Riddle plus Abuela's Awakening. Which we can do next turn, theoretically. Haunt the Networks is what my win condition is in the sideboard here. I think that is the correct win condition. Ooh, that sucks. Honestly, we've been playing a lot of Paper Standard too, and I've been super happy with it. So we have lethal here through double Confounding Riddle, so as long as I don't have 3 counter spells, they shouldn't be playing 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. I would like to put an Omniscience into play. I would like to Confounding Riddle your Confounding Riddle. Yeah, winning with the Haunt Network is a little bit cleaner in my opinion as well. I would like to Confounding Riddle your Confounding Riddle. Yeah, no, exactly. No point in getting back into paper if that's the only thing you play. Omni Invasion. So we search our sideboard for a Season of Weaving. Cast Season of Weaving. Return. Make a copy. Play Invasion. Graveyard. Now we just draw. We just use Season of Weaving to draw our deck until we find another season. Or another invasion, I mean. So now this invasion goes and grabs us. Haunt the Network. This one picks back up the Season of the Weaving. And then we have the clean win. They're all Commander Draft. Ouch. Alright, just one more win for the best of one, and we got our qualifying token for next weekend. Then we'll be on to the best of 3 like normal. An hour away is a pretty good distance to build decks for. I agree with that. That's probably not worth. I think it's fine. Playing against an Elegant Parlor deck. Interesting. Jeskai Eyeballs. Hopefully they don't just have, like, turn 2 Helping Hand. That'd be kind of awkward. That's probably not great for us. Winafar's Dispersal. Okay, that was a pretty good draw. Just get this eyeball out of here, I suppose. You live in Maine. They should put the counter on the face down card. Yes, that is correct. Let's get this thing out of here. I do want the 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻 Awakening, because we're missing that for the combo. Although I would like a white source to be able to temp block down, but... Opponent didn't have a land. Do we Archaeologist? We just Moment of Truth here, right? Hopefully get that going. I think Standard's like the best format right now, in my opinion. They're playing Monument of Endurance as well. Interesting. Why not? It's fun. The Megasynth Garden. Alright, we need to find a white source off this. Lock him down. Don't worry, we're only going to be playing it for a couple more seconds. We're just trying to get that last win for the qualification. How's it going, 26 lands? Trust me, I don't like this deck either. I don't want to be playing it. But I think it is the objectively correct choice if you're playing best of one. Let's stock up. Perfect, we found a Charter Course. Probably just take Charter Course. Take Clock Prankster, since we have 5th land now. I guess we could take Omniscience, that way they can't... Actually, I think it's Charter Course Omniscience, so they can't kill our Omniscience in response. We still get an Omniscience then. Put them in the Fear of the combo here. Everything blue and white is combo. Hey Stokes, how's it going? Fair enough. That's a fair definition for it. I'll give you that. Although I do think that combo is a little different than the normal Gandalf-y blue white. I can smell it here. We've almost gotten the win, chat. We're so close. I love this Omniscience art. It is my fave. I only have one of them, though. Yeah, it's such a sick art. They can bolt us now and bolt us on our turn, and then they're dead. GG's opponent. GG's opponent. My deck is dumb, and I'm sorry.
Liar.
I don't like this deck. I would not be playing it if it wasn't just the best thing to do in best of one.
Why are you doing best of one?
It's what the qualifier is. Is best of one to qualify for the best of 3 for next weekend for the standard thing. We did this for 2, right? So that we are things out of range of most removal. Without using the combo, oh, people just FF? That's funny. I would like to put a 3/3 Omni into play. Damn it.
I have a question for you in a sec.
They're reaching, chat. They're reaching. What's up?
Do you want, like, the white background, or do you just want, like, a white outline with black behind it.
I think I want the white background, I think. Or do you think the outline would look better?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how to do that.
So we always cast Omniscience first before we start doing our things. Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah, just going through the motions. They could have a Torch the Tower. That is like the only card that I'm afraid of. So, okay, we found a Compounding Riddle. Game's over. GG's, game done. Go get our Season of Weaving. I'm gonna not be super responsive in chat for a second because I don't want to misclick on my combo, just as a fair warning. No misclicks. This needs to be... I want this to be done because this would be my 6-0 and I don't have to play this anymore. I want my clean 6-0 so I don't have to play this deck ever again. And I can delete it from my deck archive. That is all I want. This helps me find the combo a little bit faster. It feels very Teamer Analyst-y, yes. I also didn't. Alright, we have the full combo now. Game is over. Opponent has realized they have died. This deck is stupid consistent. I think it's tier 1. I think it is either... I think it's like tier 1.5 in best of 3. It did just win the energy event. Yeah, it did just win the energy event. The deck is like really, really good if you're expecting everyone to be playing mono red. The deck just clowns mono red. Oh, nice clean 6-0. Easy.
That's it?
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
I think Domain made top 8. I think there was one Domain. I don't know. I don't actually think any Pixies made top 8. Nice, easy 6-0. So Azorius Omniscience won the energy. Also, if anyone is trying to play through... Yeah, we got it. We got the qualification. So if anyone wants to play through the qualifier, just play this deck. Best deck, by far, in best of 1. Super easy qualification. The deck is cracked. Just do it. It's not fun to play, but the deck is really good. Yeah, there was one Omni, one blue-white control, I think like 4 green-red decks. Or like green-red / mono-red. I haven't looked at the full breakdown for top 8 yet. Alright, now to start... No, I don't want to rejoin that. Let's go ahead and do ourselves a favor and delete this right now. And now we'll continue to play some best of 3. So, we're going to keep testing blue-black and try to see if we can find a good combo for what we want to do. I can't stand it. The deck's really good, though. Like, definitely recommend if you're trying to get your qualification through the best of 1 this weekend. Like, just go through, crush it. Might take 1 or 2 shots, but it's not bad. The deck is much more fun to play in paper, I would assume. I still don't think I would, but like the loops on Arena are rough. So I want to hold up change the equation so that we can counter FOMO or Profs if they play that this turn. So the deck plays the deck's like super consistent, and it plays through graveyard hate pretty well because you just don't put your stuff in the graveyard until you have to. The deck's really consistent, honestly. That's the problem or the thing with it. It's just super consistent. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. Do we counter this just to keep like pressing our advantage, making it so they can't really do anything? I'm also like a combo deck enjoyer. Just this particular combo deck does not do it for me. I don't know. I just do not like this particular combo deck. Usually I'm all for combo decks. They do play Spell Pierce, so I don't just want Jam Jace out here. I do think I want to shoot the Sheriff just in case they find Oculi and we need to get rid of it. Because next turn we can Jam Jace through Counterspell. Sure. Yes, it is. I would say that's a combo deck. It feels more combo-y than aggro, if you're asking me. See, that was a combo deck I really enjoyed playing. I played a lot of that deck. The Breach combo, that deck was sick. That was really good. I like that.
Do you need red, though?
So I think we're just Jacing here. Plus on the Steam Core Scholar. I played a lot of Gurk too. Slogurk was a sweet card. But Slogurk is no longer with us. I think the biggest problem with that combo deck is that Ghost Vacuum just fucking wrecks you and there's nothing you can do about it. It just feels terrible. So we're gonna attempt to kill this because then if they have a Spell Pierce, they're gonna use it here, and then our Deadly Cover Up will go through. Post-combat empty is interesting. Deadly Cover Up. I do want to take their Oculus, because that's the card that scares me the most out of what they have. They're on 1 stock up, Steam Core Scholars, Profs. They're playing 2 Bitter Reunions. I'm not playing Recommission. Did I miss it? 2 Recommissions, 3 Helping Hands. Okay. Yeah, lots of 3s. Okay. I mean, if we're just going to draw it, we're going to cast it. They have 0 removal spells in their deck that kill our Restless Reef. Sometimes you just draw the demon, chat. Sometimes you just draw it and you win the game. Yeah, it's such a happy card. Look, it's so excited. Just wants to be let out of the gates sometimes. Alright, what do we want here? Cut downs are fine, anoints are good. I don't like the nowhere to runs as much. I I do like the end quite a bit. The Ghost Vacuum obviously is good. I don't think this is a matchup where we need to, like, go too deep on anything else. I think our main deck plan is just, like, pretty good against opponent. Yeah, we're giving it a shot. I haven't played the Oil Deeps in the main yet. Yeah, there's an argument for it. I don't think it's wrong. I think that the problem with having 3 Doomsday Extractors in the main is that there are a lot of times you draw it and it's not very good. But I think with Stockham and stuff, I don't think you need it. Trying to decide if we want to do anything else. Like, Duress is the only other card I'm kind of thinking of, because it's kind of nice to be able to get profs out of their hand. I don't know if, like, Oil Deep Gearhulk's, like, actually good here. I'm starting to think it's better for us to just be an actual control deck. I think this is one of those matchups where the Oil Deeps are kind of bad. I think it's just better to be a real control deck here. We want Oil Deep in. Yeah, I've been still trying to find, like, the version I like of this deck. There is a version of this deck that is good. I know there is. Because it's really powerful. We just have to figure out what we actually want to do with the format. I think, and the other thing with Oil Deep is it was pretty bad out of the board for us, but I think that's just because we were siding it in. I don't think that it's a good sideboard card. I think it's a card that if you want to play it, you want to play it in your main deck, or you don't want to play it at all, is what it feels like the more I've been playing it. Well, you don't have to. Like, if you target them and their hand is trash, then you just let them keep all the cards in their hand. You just decline the trigger and have a 4/4. So it's never dead. Targeting yourself is fantastic. That's, like, honestly what I have done with it the most, is target myself and just get rid of a land and draw a card. It also is, like, randomly a thing that can force your opponent to draw a card when they have no cards left in their deck if you need to win the game. Like, that's, like, a super, super corner case scenario. It's not going to come up very often, but the thing that could happen sometimes. Opponent's hand was very good this game at being aggressive. I think we're just going to die. I agree. I don't think it's, like, the most important card of the deck by any means, or, like, super incredible, but I do think the card has merits. It's really funny that I can't kill this because it is a pirate. Super awkward. Don't actually know how we're supposed to win this game. It's not with these cards. Let's back it up. That's also nice. Like, and help pick away, like, the little cards. It's a card that can get rid of, like, Overlords against the domain decks. Like, awkward for them to interact with, because the Ward 1 helps just enough to be annoying. Hope they don't have a super aggressive start like last game. Hey, Atog. Doing good. How are you doing? We just finished up our best of 1 qualifier run. Got our qual token for next weekend. Now we're going to see what we can find a good deck for the standard tournament next weekend. Let's get the sewers going. Do not need a reef. Get out of here. Pull it mulligan to 5. Yeah, Cavern's one of those cards I don't think we can fit in this deck. Definitely want the Doomsday Extractor. Do I want to cut down? The problem is Inti's going to be out of cut down range. Actually, it might just be Doomsday Extractor second Jace, because our first Jace is just going to come down and start trying to keep the pressure off. We'll find a fear. Okay. Jace. Go ahead. Ooh, 1-4. That sucks. Face nothing but aggro with domain today. Ouch. That sucks. That sucks. That's an unfortunate run. I think his domain's like just a really, really good deck. Really unfortunate that you just like rolled right to the aggro. Just the worst matchup for it at all times. I would like to try to Wrath you, opponent. How do you feel about that? Oh, they had negate. Alright. Now they have domain. Oof. It's a little scary here. A little scary here. That's a rough run of the day for domain. Hopefully we can get the next RCQ. I know the RCQ season's getting close to being done. We've got one more left here in Lincoln next weekend. That's an eyeball. 2 Convoke, 2 Gruul Leyline, saw Beans 2 times in 5 rounds. Oh man, you even saw that, like, Leyline is the worst deck you can play against with it too. Like, you just can never beat that matchup. That Gruul Leyline has got to just be the worst matchup. Convoke's got to be, like, okay-ish. Depending on how many Wraths you're running. I know some of the domain lists are kind of cutting down on Wraths. Multiple 7-lane hands. Into no land moles. Yeah. It sounds like you just got magicked today. that will happen. Like, that is the unfortunate thing of Magic. You can play as well as anyone, but sometimes the cards just don't line up and you lose. Unfortunately. That is the unfortunate bit. This hand is definitely not good enough, but I have a stock up in it, so I can't mulligan. Stock up best card, not close. If they bat my stock up, I'm gonna be a little sad. At least if you go for the throat. Yeah, sometimes you just do nothing and die. It happens. Hey, Desert Diamonds, how are you doing tonight? Let's go ahead and stock it up. Do we want an oil deep here? I kind of do, just to see what they're doing. I think it's probably just oil deep plus deadly cover up. It's a little weird to like take a creature and a wrath, but I think that's correct. Ooh, they're even on the Temple of Malady, huh? It is. We've had a good day. It's been a good Saturday so far. No complaints on this front. Go oil deep, Gear Hulk. What you got, opponent? Fuck. They have 2 things that kill my guy? I guess I can't Tranquil Throw back at next turn, so I think we just take the Terror Sunder. Yeah, I mean, any deck that can mulligan is... Domain can mulligan very well and not have any issues. Yeah, not thrilled that they had 2 removal spells for our Oil Deep Gear Hulk. It's kind of rude, opponent. That was a really good draw. Hello, change the equation. How you doing? Oil Deep Gear Hulk's looking real good this game. Just the best blocker ever for Mosswood Dread Knight. I'm gonna sit here and gain 4 life. Go ahead and do your thing, opponent. I don't think that I want that to happen. I would like to keep my Oil Deep Gear Hulk, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I would love to gain 4 more life. Change the Equation has overperformed every time I've had it in my deck. Oh, they back-to-back protect the Negotiators? That's brutal. I don't need to go for the throat. Just looking for a Jace. We don't have anything that can build them out here, so there's no point in doing that. Let's go ahead and just draw a card, because if we draw a Jace, we can put it into play. Ooh, another change the equation? Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and gain some life, start beating down. Go ahead, opponent. Oil Deep Gear Hulk doing what we wanted Oil Deep Gear Hulk to do, which is sit here and protect us. I am A-okay with an Unholy Annex. Take 3. That is fine. We have a go for the throat for the token off this, which is the next thing that I'm worried about. The next, like, threatening piece is that. Main phase, draw a card. Anoint. I think I'm going to attack, and I'm going to anoint this before they block. Put them to 4. Or put them to 8. Killing their demon puts them to 6. Like, we're now attacking them on multiple axes that are kind of annoying for them. Hey, Gruul Leyline's a very good deck. Very, very, very good deck. Would not fault anyone for playing that. See if they want to attack here. Yeah, I figured they probably would. Alright, you go to 6. I would like to draw another card, please. Thank you. I think our Oil Deep Gear Hulk's going to go all the way, chat. Oh, now we find the Jace. But I wanted to kill him with the Oil Deep Gear Hulk. Let's go ahead and just punch Jace down here and plus on the Mosswood Dread Knight. Now we have 2 different ways for lethal. Top 4 had a domain with Progenitus in it? Oh, Joe. Progenitus, huh? Don't see Progenitus much anymore. Ye old protection from everything monster. Sure. That is also acceptable. I would like to cast my demon now. Go, Doomsday Extractor. Let's go ahead and put the top 6 in the graveyard there, opponent, if you wouldn't mind, please. Thank you. All yours. Mana Drain's legal in Brawl? Oh, that sounds awful. Mana Drain is not a very fun Magic card. I'm afraid of the mill deck speeding, like when they did testing. Oh, fair enough, I guess. But the problem is, like, they mill out your Progenitus, but then even if they mill your Progenitus out, it just puts your Progenitus back in your deck, you draw it, and you only get one extra turn. So I don't think that's going to be like a solid save. Wash away too? Oh, jeez. There's some quite the Magic cards in that format. This matchup, what do we want? So they're gonna have Duresses in. I don't think we want our own Duresses. I think we just... Honestly, I think our main deck is very well suited for this matchup. We might want Preachers, I guess? Hey, Numbskull. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're enjoying this stream. Thanks for coming checking the channel out. Honestly, probably just put Preachers in. I don't think Blot Out is particularly great. All of the rest of our removal spells kind of do what Blot Out does. Probably cut on a cut down. I could see a world where we want one the end over, like, the 4th Gear Hulk, I guess. Mana Drain is a card that really swings matches. That's for sure. I want to find some more land, so I'm fine putting this down now. Turn 2, we're probably just casting Mazebind Tome. They might have Terra Sunder. They do not have Terra Sunder in hands. Good to know, good to know. They do it on Holy Annex. Maybe that is a reason for us to bring Duress in, because we don't have a good answer to Unholy Annex. Except for counterspells. I don't think we want that counterspell right now. We're jamming Preacher here. We're not particularly well positioned to beat this right now. Pulse me. Kind of rude. Deadly Cover Up's not what we want either. That was a good draw. It is really tough to come back after Mana Drain. It's one of those cards that, like, pretty much just ends the game on the spot. Undercity Sewers is fine. We need to find another land. We need to be able to get Doomsday Extractor here. I do think I just draw a card now. Undercity Sewers. I don't think I do. I think I just Restless Reef, so we have 2 Restless Reefs in play after we Doomsday Extractor. That way they have to kill our things 2 turns in a row to be able to win. Alright. Demon time, baby. Oh, we drew a Jace. God, we're the best. No Torment in the 75. I don't think that card's very good. I think I'd rather rely on Duresses. Like, Torment would be really good in this matchup specifically, but the problem with that is I don't think we're going to play against Green-Black very often, and I also think our Green-Black matchup is just good anyway. All yours, opponent. That was a good top deck, but we didn't need it, to be fair. And I wanted to show opponent that we didn't need it. Yeah, I agree with that. The Demon Enchantment's, like, annoying, but again, like, we fought through it very easily there, where they just did it on turn 3 and it didn't matter. Just did not matter. Yeah, I could believe that. Deck does feel good. I'm hoping these Oil Deeps feel good in the main, because I was not super impressed with them out of the board. They have felt better in the main deck than they did out of the sideboard. Not really. I mean, we can play a second one. I just don't think there's that many graveyard decks that we need it against. Like, Ghost Vacuum is still good against the graveyard decks, but we have Deadly Cover-Ups as well to fight through the graveyard stuff. I don't think it's, like, super necessary. So, Doomsday Extractor, when it enters, it exiles both players' libraries except for the bottom 6 cards. So, with that, with adjacent play, or with Restless Reef, you can effectively just win the game. I did not mean to keep this hand. That is okay. I would have mulliganed if it would have... It did not pop up quite right. We are going to die. It would have been style points. You're not wrong. Very strange that opponent's just not doing anything. I don't really want them to resolve a Heartfire Hero. Like so it's 3-4 damage if they do that. We get a 15. Next turn they can just do it again. It's 1 less damage. I think I'm supposed to let that resolve, because even if I counter it, it's just 1 less damage we take, because I can just Heartfire Hero this one. Or put the thing on this Heartfire Hero. We're supposed to change the equation the next card. It does mean we're going to take like a pretty hefty amount of damage over the next 2 turns. That was a good draw. Need them to try to overextend just a little bit, but they are playing very, very passively, which is correct. So we kill this with the trigger on the stack. That way our Deadly Cover-Up doesn't deal us as much damage.